Chapter 21 Got the News. You are listening at NovelDouluo. The Min clan is notoriously fast. It only took more than a day for Elder Baihu of the Min clan to rush back to Haotian's sect. Elder Baihu first told the news to the head of his family. Baihu was shocked at first. After careful confirmation, he immediately went to the Haotian sect leader with the letter. Brother-in-law, what a happy event! Baihu shouted excitedly as soon as he found the leader of Haotian's sect. Ahem. The leader of the Haotian sect coughed twice, and then asked curiously, what's the big happy event? Brother-in-law, Lulu sent back news that Yuer can practice and has now exceeded level 10. This is the letter sent back by Lulu. Baihu didn't hide it and said quickly, while speaking, Baihu also quickly handed the letter in his hand to the leader of Haotian's sect. What did you say? Yuer, can she practice? That the leader of Haotian's sect, who was still sitting there, stood up immediately after hearing this, as if he couldn't believe what he heard. This incident really shocked him. Tang Yuehua's cultivation problem is a difficult problem that even his father can't solve. Then the leader of the Haotian sect didn't wait for Baihu's answer, and quickly grabbed the letter from Baihu's hand and opened it to read. The leader of the Haotian sect read word by word, very carefully, for fear of getting it wrong. Baihu was waiting quietly by the side. He had already read the contents of the letter. Bailu explained how Tang Yuehua solved the cultivation problem. Of course, Egret did not hide that it was their classmate Ziyi who helped Tang Yuehua find out the problem and taught Tang Yuehua how to practice successfully. Baihu couldn't believe it at first when he knew that Tang Yuehua's cultivation problems were solved by his daughter's classmates. It wasn't until Bailu explained in detail how Ziyi analyzed it that he really believed it. The key to Tang Yuehua's inability to practice is actually very simple, but no one has ever thought that the talent field that countless soul masters dream of would be an obstacle to Tang Yuehua's inability to practice. But as soon as this point was pointed out, he immediately felt that it was the case. Ha! Good, good. It's great. God is really helping my Haotian sect. At this moment, the leader of the Haotian sect finally finished reading the letter. Like Baihu, he completely believed that Tang Yuehua could really practice cultivation, and he believed that at this point, Baihu's daughter Bailu would not dare to joke. This kid named Ziyi is really amazing. Our Haotian sect will never let go of such a talent. After laughing, the leader of the Haotian sect couldn't help but praise Ziyi, his tone full of appreciation. Yes, I don't know how much innate soul power this kid has, and what level he is at now. But no matter what his qualifications are, he is still a talent. Baihu also agreed quite a bit when he heard this. It's just that Bailu didn't introduce Ziyi's qualifications in the letter, so now they only know that it was Ziyi who solved Tang Yuehua's cultivation problem, but this alone is enough for them to fully appreciate Ziyi. There is no way not to appreciate it. Ziyi helped them solve Tang Yuehua's cultivation problem. Tang Yuehua has level 9 innate soul power and also has an innate domain. Although Tang Yuehua is almost 13 years old now and has wasted several years of training time, but everything was still too late. With Tang Yuehua's talent, he would be able to catch up as long as he could practice. Before the age of 30, it is absolutely no problem to break through level 30. With Tang Yuehua's talent, as long as he is not stuck at level 30, there is still hope for him to break through to the title Douluo in the future. In addition, Tang Yuehua has an innate field, and his future achievements are still limitless. That's right, even if his qualifications are not good, just because he solved Yuer's cultivation problem, our Haotian sect should also thank him, Heoshanzong said with a smile. Of course, I can't thank you enough. Baihu nodded in agreement, and then looked at the leader of the Haotian sect. Brother-in-law, Yuer and the others want to come back in half a month, you see. No, I can't wait any longer. I just want to see with my own eyes whether Yuer has really recovered. Moreover, Yuer has been delayed for several years, and now there is no time to delay at all. Hearing Baihu's words, the leader of the Haotian sect immediately waved his hand. In his mind, there was no point in attending a full semester. The most important thing for Tang Yuehua now is to quickly return to the sect and accept the cultivation of the sect. That's what my brother-in-law said, then I will go and bring them back myself. Baihu also agreed with his brother-in-law's words. He thought it was not necessary to study for one semester, so he immediately expressed his opinion. Wait a minute. You may not be willing to listen to what your uncle has to say, so let's let Shower and Howard go. This boy named Ziyi also asked his brothers to personally invite him to show our importance and gratitude to him. Hearing by his words, the leader of Haotian sect originally planned to nod, but finally changed his mind and decided to let brothers Tang Xiao and Tang Hao bring Tang Yuehua back. Well, listen to my brother-in-law. White Crane naturally has no problem, but he asked one more question. By the way, brother-in-law, what if Yuer and his classmates don't want to join our Haotian sect? We must repay his kindness for helping Yuer solve her cultivation problems. He is a relatively principled person, so he reminds the master of Haotian sect, in the original work, just because he couldn't deal with Wuhun Palace, he ordered all the soul masters in the entire family not to receive the new soul master subsidies issued by Wuhun Palace, even though he knew that the subsidy was actually from the empire, he would not take it as long as it passed through the hands of Wuhun Palace. Don't want to join Haotian sect? The leader of the Haotian sect was stunned when he heard by his words. He had never thought about this possibility, nor did he think that a civilian student would refuse the Haotian sect's recruitment. It's okay, I will choose a gift for the two brothers to take with them. Regardless of whether he is willing to join our Haotian sect, this gift is for him. But since he said so, he just had to make more preparations. The leader of the Haotian sect then sent someone to call Tang Xiao and Tang Hao, while he himself went to the sect's treasure house to pick out gifts. Father! By the time the leader of the Haotian sect picked out the gifts, two brothers, Tang Xiao and Tang Hao, had already arrived. What did father call us for? Tang Xiao quickly asked after seeing his father. It's nothing, I just want you guys to go get your little sister back. When the leader of the Haotian sect heard this, he suddenly said with a smile on his face. My father suddenly asked us to pick up my little sister. Is there any good thing? Seeing his father's smiling face, Tang Xiao's heart moved slightly and he quickly opened his mouth. Yes, it is indeed a happy event. Your little sister is already able to practice and has now exceeded level 10. Chapter 22 Brothers Arrive. You are listening at NovelFull.audio. What? Father, is this true? Can my little sister really practice? After hearing what their father said, the two brothers Tang Xiao and Tang Hao burst into surprise. Both of them were a little overjoyed. It would be great if this was true. Of course it's true, see for yourselves. The leader of the Haotian sect was cheerful, and then handed the egret's message to them to read. Upon seeing this, Tang Xiao and Tang Hao quickly grabbed the letter from their father's hand and started reading it together. After a while, they became aware of the situation inside. So that's it. The reason why little sister can't practice is actually caused by her talent field. This classmate of little sister and the others is really amazing. Tang Xiao couldn't help but be happy after reading it, and at the same time he couldn't help but boast about Ziyi. Although Tang Hao was very happy that his little sister was able to practice, he was also very grateful to Ziyi for his help, but after hearing what his eldest brother said, he didn't quite agree. Brother, the problem of my little sister's inability to practice is not an incurable disease at all. That kid was just lucky and just discovered the problem. Tang Hao, who was not yet 17 years old at this time, had already been hailed as the future of Haotian sect, and Tang Hao was proud of it, so he was absolutely unwilling to admit Ziyi's excellence. Haozi, what you said is wrong. My little sister's problem, but even Grandpa and his elders can't figure out the key to the problem. Little sister's classmates can find out, and the courage to focus on the field of talent as the key to the problem should not be underestimated. Tang Xiao heard his brother's words and quickly corrected him. Yes, this Ziyi can think of things that ordinary people dare not think of. This wisdom is quite remarkable. The leader of Haotian sect also agreed with Tang Xiao's words at this time. However, it's not shameful to admit the excellence of others. Only by acknowledging the excellence of others can you recognize yourself more clearly. Father knows that you are very good, better than your elder brother and father, but there are always some places where you are not as good as others. Learn what others do better than you, so that you can become even better. Then the leader of the Haotian sect took this opportunity to teach Tang Hao earnestly and thoughtfully. I know, father. Tang Hao heard his eldest brother and father say this. Although his face was a little ugly, he still nodded in agreement. Okay, while I'm asking you to bring Yuer back this time, there's something else you need to do. That is to invite Yuer's classmate to join our Haotian sect. Since our Haotian sect has discovered such an outstanding talent, there is no reason to miss it, that the leader of the Haotian sect nodded happily, and then continued to speak to the two brothers Tang Xiao and Tang Hao. As the #1 sect in the world, Haotian sect may think highly of itself, but when it finds outstanding talents, it will still recruit them into the sect, although very few are right. After Tang Yuehua finally got together with Gu Ziyi, his whole person became different. Even if he couldn't stick with Gu Ziyi, he would still be alone and giggle from time to time. She couldn't help but be happy when she thought that she was finally with Gu Ziyi. When I think of kissing Gu Ziyi, I can't help but giggle and blush. These performances obviously made the Egret realize that something was wrong. Cousin, tell me honestly, are you and Gu Ziyi? Egret noticed something was wrong and immediately asked Tang Yuehua. No, cousin, we are not together. But when Tang Yuehua was asked by Egret, she quickly waved her hand and denied it. Did I say you two are together? The Egret stared straight at Tang Yuehua, only to make Tang Yuehua lower her head with guilt. When did this happen? The Egret's jade finger pointed at Tang Yuehua's head and asked angrily. In fact, even if Tang Yuehua didn't tell her, she would have guessed that it must have been the last time the two of them met alone, that is, when Tang Yuehua told Gu Ziyi the good news about his breakthrough. Just last time. Tang Yuehua blushed and whispered. You. Egret really didn't know what to say. She was on every possible precaution, but even though she didn't expect to leave, Tang Yuehua still couldn't control herself. Cousin, don't tell the sect about him and me yet. I have invited Gu Ziyi to join our Haotian sect, and he has agreed. I believe that with Gu Ziyi's ability, as long as we give him time, he will definitely grow up, and then the sect will not oppose us. Now that the Egret had been discovered, Tang Yuehua simply stopped pretending, quickly raised his head and said to the Egret. Cousin, please. At the end, Tang Yuehua looked at the Egret with a pleading look on his face, because she knew that if the sect knew that she and Gu Ziyi were getting along now, her father and the others would never agree. Do you believe in Gu Ziyi that much? Bailu didn't expect that Tang Yuehua had such a plan, and felt a headache. Now it doesn't matter whether she really agrees or not. She wasn't afraid that she would be blamed when the incident came to light, but she didn't want Tang Yuehua to be sad. Well, I believe him, Tang Yuehua said very seriously. Just based on his level 1 innate soul power, Egret still wants to break his cousin's fantasy. I know, but I still believe him. Tang Yuehua didn't care, she just believed in Gu Ziyi. Okay, I don't have to say anything, I only have one request. Seeing Tang Yuehua who was completely in love, Bailu reluctantly agreed and then made the request. Yeah, cousin, tell me. Hearing that Egret was finally convinced by him, Tang Yuehua's face was full of smiles, and he agreed regardless of what Egret's request was. You have to promise me that your cultivation will not be affected by Gu Ziyi's relationship. Bailu didn't know what would happen next if her cousin did this. She only had this request. Okay, I definitely won't. Upon hearing this, Tang Yuehua was moved and assured her cousin that she knew Bailu's request was all for her own good. Well, this is what you promised me. Seeing Tang Yuehua agree, Egret relaxed a little and her expression became warmer. I knew my cousin was the best. Tang Yuehua stepped forward and held Egret's arm intimately, smiling sweetly. The two originally thought that the matter was settled simply, and Gu Ziyi agreed to join the Haotian sect. Next, they just need to wait until the end of the semester and take Gu Ziyi with them, but they didn't expect that Tang Xiao and Tang Hao would come a few days later, of course. They were quite surprised when they found Tang Xiao and Tang Hao arriving. Big brother and second brother, why are you here? Chapter 23 Discovering Clues. You are listening at NovelFull.audio. Why are we here? You can practice such a big thing. If we, the elders, find out, can we not come? When Tang Xiao heard his sister's words, he immediately smiled and said. That's right, little sister, you are hiding too much. You have been able to practice for so long before you can send a message back. You too, Lulu, are helping my little sister hide it from everyone. Tang Hao also echoed on the side, and then did not forget to scold his cousin Egret next to him. Second brother, I asked my cousin not to say anything first. Tang Yuehua explained quickly. I know, I already said it in my cousin's letter. Forget about hiding things, little sister, please quickly put your hand up. Tang Hao waved his hand and stopped worrying about what they were hiding. Instead, he took out a soul power testing crystal ball and quickly asked Tang Yuehua to test it. Although the little girl said that it has exceeded level 10, it is most accurate to test it. I've already tested it. Tang Yuehua pouted upon seeing this, but still obeyed and put his hand on the test crystal ball. Buzz. As Tang Yuehua input his soul power, the test crystal ball quickly lit up. It's indeed level 10. Okay, great. Tang Xiao looked at the brightness of the test crystal ball and immediately cheered excitedly. Yes, great, my little sister can really practice. Tang Hao was also very excited. Little sister, tomorrow we will take you to add a soul ring, and then we will go back to the sect together. Your cultivation has been delayed for several years, and now there is no time to waste. After getting excited, Tang Xiao spoke directly to Tang Yuehua. Don't worry, little sister, big brother and I will find the most suitable soul ring for you. Tang Hao also smiled and agreed. Well, I listened to the big brother and the second brother. Tang Yuehua had no objection to this, she didn't want to go back so quickly before because of Ziyi. Now that Ziyi has agreed to her joining the Haotian sect, she naturally doesn't need to delay her return. Big brother and second brother, I want to introduce someone to you. However, Tang Yuehua would definitely not forget Ziyi, so Tang Yuehua was ready to tell her immediately. Is he your classmate named Ziyi? Just in time, we are also going to meet him, and then thank him properly for helping you solve your cultivation problems. Tang Xiao laughed before his sister finished speaking, knowing that the little sister must be talking about their classmates. Yes, it's him. Brother, you don't know, Ziyi is so powerful. Not only can he help me solve my cultivation problems, he also created a set of advanced meditation techniques before. Tang Yuehua nodded quickly, and then told how powerful Ziyi was. Tang Yuehua just wants to let the eldest and second brothers know how good Ziyi is, and pave the way for the next step of inviting Ziyi to join the sect. Oh. Seriously, but when Tang Xiao heard Tang Yuehua's words, his eyes suddenly lit up. It seems that this Ziyi is better than he thought. Then tell your brother carefully about this classmate. Tang Xiao suddenly became excited and prepared to get to know Ziyi better before inviting him. Create your own advanced meditation technique. Tang Hao was shocked when he heard this. He didn't expect this kind of thing shocked him more than Ziyi's solution to his sister's cultivation problem. Because of his sister's cultivation problem, he always thought that Ziyi had better luck, but if you add in the fact that he created an advanced meditation technique, then this Ziyi is really not just lucky. Ziyi is our classmate, but he is different from others. Ziyi is very smart and pays great attention to learning, especially various martial arts knowledge. Ziyi also thought of creating his own after learning about the existence of advanced meditation techniques. My cousin and I didn't think Ziyi could do it at first, but he actually did it. My cousin and I were both shocked. It was at that time that I told him the problem of my inability to practice with a hint of expectation. Finally, you all know the big brother and the second brother. He really helped me solve the problem of my inability to practice. Tang Yuehua couldn't stop talking about Ziyi. The proud joy in his tone was revealed involuntarily. Tang Xiao, who was originally listening to Tang Yuehua's story with curiosity, his expression changed slightly, although Tang Yuehua didn't say it too carefully. He could tell from it that his sister had known Ziyi for a long time and had become familiar with her very early. Otherwise, it is impossible for my sister to know that Ziyi is creating advanced meditation techniques. And he also found that when his sister talked about Ziyi, a classmate, her eyes seemed to light up, and she obviously admired him very much. In other words, the younger sister probably likes the other person. When Tang Xiao thought of this possibility, he felt disgusted at first, and he no longer appreciated the guy named Ziyi so much. After all, the other party is likely to steal his sister. But when he thought of Ziyi's intelligence, Tang Xiao felt that this might not be a bad thing. It's indeed amazing. Then do you know what his cultivation talent is like? Tang Xiao smiled appreciatively, and then continued to ask calmly. His cultivation talent. When his eldest brother asked about Gu Ziyi's cultivation talent, Tang Yuehua paused for a moment before continuing. His current soul power level is level 14. Big brother and second brother, guess what his innate soul power is? Tang Yuehua did not say it directly, but first told Gu Ziyi's current soul power level, so that he would be shocked after knowing Gu Ziyi's innate soul power. Level 14. Then his innate soul power should only be level 3 or 4, right? Tang Hao heard Gu Ziyi's current soul power level on the side and immediately started to guess. Only level 3 or 4, Tang Xiao also made the same guess, feeling a little disappointed in his heart. If his innate soul power is only level 3 or 4, it is indeed a bit low. He is not worthy of his sister. No, Gu Ziyi's innate soul power is only level 1, Tang Yuehua shook his head, and then revealed Gu Ziyi's innate soul power level. What? His innate soul power is only level 1, Tang Xiao and Tang Hao were really shocked when they heard this. Then how did he cultivate so quickly? His innate soul power is only level 1, and now he can break through level 10 and become a soul master. It's pretty good. Tang Hao really admired Gu Ziyi now. Of course, I just admire his cultivation speed. As for Gu Ziyi's qualifications, does it still need to be evaluated? There is no comparison with him. The speed of cultivation is indeed amazing, but this still doesn't change the fact that his innate soul power is only level 1. Although Tang Xiao was also surprised, he only noticed that Gu Ziyi's innate soul power was only level 1. Chapter 24. It's actually a soul bone. You are listening at NovelFull.audio. Level 1 innate soul power is really too low, regardless of how Gu Ziyi cultivated so quickly. Having such low qualifications means that it is basically impossible for Gu Ziyi to become a powerful soul master in the future. After hearing what his eldest brother Tang Xiao said, Tang Yuehua's expression changed slightly. Tang Xiao's next words also made Tang Yuehua feel uneasy. After talking so much, little sister, you haven't told us what his martial spirit is. What is the quality of the spirit ring? Brother, his martial spirit is a talisman, a mutated paper martial spirit, an auxiliary martial spirit. His first soul ring is only a 10-year quality white soul ring. However, when she thought of Gu Ziyi's help to her, Tang Yuehua calmed down and quickly answered Tang Xiao's inquiry. Based on Gu Ziyi's help to her, I believe that as long as she asks, her eldest brother, her second brother, and her father will not refuse Gu Ziyi. It is difficult for the sect to accept Gu Ziyi now, so we can wait until later. He believed that Gu Ziyi could do it. Now it's just a matter of letting Gu Ziyi join. Haotian sect first. Auxiliary martial soul and white soul ring. After Tang Xiao got the answer, he was disappointed again. Even if he had no objection to such a talent, his father would never approve it. Let's go, then take us to get to know your classmate. He helped you solve the problem of not being able to practice, which is a big deal for our Haotian sect. Father asked us to take you back this time because he wanted us to thank him on behalf of the entire Haotian sect. Tang Xiao then smiled and did not directly ask the younger sister if she liked him. Tang Xiao planned to take a look at Gu Ziyi after seeing her. Aha! Tang Yuehua nodded immediately after hearing this. From Tang Xiao's words, she could feel that the sect valued Gu Ziyi, which was even more appropriate. Hearing this, Egret also breathed a sigh of relief for Tang Yuehua. It does seem to be stable, it's just that it won't be easy to say in the future. When he saw Tang Yuehua coming with brothers Tang Xiao and Tang Hao, Gu Ziyi was almost stunned on the spot. Why did Tang Xiao and Tang Hao come? Classmate Gu Ziyi. This is my eldest brother and second brother, they are here to see me. Tang Yuehua walked in the front and quickly introduced her eldest brother and second brother. At the same time, she quietly winked at Gu Ziyi to let Gu Ziyi have some ideas. It turns out that you are Tang Yuehua's eldest and second brothers. Hello, I am Tang Yuehua's classmate, Gu Ziyi. Gu Ziyi first pretended to be surprised, and then quickly said hello to Tang Xiao and Tang Hao. Tang Xiao's appearance is similar to that seen in Gu Ziyi's anime, only much younger. Tang Hao was a few years older than him. He was a strong young man with a somewhat simple appearance, far less domineering than he would later become. Hello, classmate Ziyi. We are here this time to thank you for your help to my little sister on behalf of the Haotian sect. This is a gift that our father, the leader of the Haotian sect, told us to bring. This is the sincerity of our Haotian sect. Upon hearing this, Tang Xiao quickly expressed his goodwill and expressed his intention. He didn't know when he had taken out a box in his hand, he didn't say anything about inviting Ziyi to join the sect for the time being. He had to make sure there was nothing between Tang Yuehua and Ziyi before inviting him, but putting this aside, Ziyi's help to Tang Yuehua was worth communicating with Ziyi regardless of his identity and appearance. Boy, you've made a lot of money. Hurry up and take a look, I believe you will be surprised. At this time, Tang Hao smiled and stepped forward to pat Ziyi on the shoulder, looking familiar. When Tang Hao talked about the gift from his father, there was a hint of envy in his tone. This. Ziyi looked at the box in Tang Xiao's hand and did not take it immediately. Classmate Ziyi, please accept it quickly, you deserve this. Tang Yuehua didn't know that his father actually asked his eldest brother to bring a thank you gift. Seeing Ziyi's hesitation, he said quickly, no matter what it is, just take it first. Okay, then I'm welcome. When Ziyi heard this, he didn't delay any more and took the box from Tang Xiao's hand with both hands. Boy, open it and take a look. Seeing Ziyi take the box, Tang Hao urged again. He couldn't wait to see Ziyi's shocked expression. When he found out what his father took out, he was shocked. Ziyi was also curious about what Haotian sect brought out, so he opened the box immediately. As the box opened, a flash of blue light was projected out. After opening the box, Ziyi immediately saw what was inside. This is. After seeing the contents of the box clearly, Ziyi was really surprised and looked at the contents in disbelief. Soul bone. It's actually a soul bone. Isn't my uncle too willing to let it go? The egret, which had been following behind silently, finally couldn't help but exclaimed after seeing the contents of the box in Ziyi's hand. It turned out that what was inside the box was actually a piece of soul bone. It's actually a soul bone. Tang Yuehua was also very surprised, and then couldn't help being happy. Yes, this is a 2,000-year-old Qingfeng wolf right leg soul bone. Only such a precious gift can represent our Haotian sect's gratitude. Classmate Ziyi, just accept it with confidence. Tang Xiao was very satisfied when he saw Ziyi's shocked look, and then introduced the soul bone. Although it is not a soul bone that is more than 10,000 years old, as long as it is a soul bone, it is a treasure in the soul master world, a treasure that countless soul masters dream of. Of course, he and his brother Tang Hao would definitely not absorb a 1,000-year quality soul bone. They can collect all the soul bones on their body, but they will never absorb a soul bone of low quality. This was also the reason why their father was willing to take out this piece of soul bone as a thank you gift. However, it was enough to shock them at their father's generosity. Tang Xiao also knew how much his father valued Ziyi. Hoping to impress Ziyi, only, hey. Tang Xiao sighed. In his heart. If it weren't for the little sister, based on Ziyi's previous performance, even if Ziyi's qualifications were too low, he thought that such a talent would be worth recruiting, but after just observing the little sister's gaze on Ziyi calmly, Tang Xiao already knew that the little sister did belong to him. In this case, it would be impossible for him to recruit Ziyi again. As for the soul bones, just think of it as a token of gratitude to Ziyi. After all, Ziyi was indeed kind to them. P.S. How about changing the introduction to this self-created soul ring? You said you condensed your first soul ring yourself. Right. It's useless to create your own soul rings. Hundreds of thousands of years ago, there were soul masters on the Douluo continent who created their own soul rings, but they were all eliminated later because most of the self-created soul rings had no soul skills. That was before. After so many years of development, most soul masters' martial souls have evolved very maturely. That's useless. The quality of the self-created soul ring is too low, far inferior to the one on the soul beast. That was before. There was no advanced meditation technique before. Now, the self-created soul ring coupled with the advanced meditation technique can improve the quality of the soul ring. What? Are you serious? Right. Quick, tell me how to create your own soul ring, /. Chapter 25 Absorbing Spirit Rings. You are listening at NovelFull.audio. Okay, you have accepted our Hautian sect's wishes, and we have completed the task assigned by our father. Thank you again for your help to my little sister. My little sister has been delayed for too much time because of her inability to practice. Now we need to help her hunt for soul rings as soon as possible, so we'll take our leave now. After delivering the soul bone to Ziyi, Tang Xiao also took his leave. Now that he has discovered the truth, he will naturally not continue to invite Ziyi to join their Hautian sect. Brother, didn't father tell us? Tang Hao was slightly startled when he heard his elder brother's words, and then reminded him casually. Let's help the little sister absorb the soul ring first. Tang Xiao directly interrupted Tang Hao, not letting Tang Hao say what he said about recruiting Ziyi. Oh, that's right. Tang Hao smiled when he heard this and didn't think much about it. Instead, he turned around and patted Ziyi's shoulder and said with a smile, well, boy, let's see you later. Okay, let's go. It's important to help the little girl attach a soul ring first. After Tang Xiao finished speaking, he turned around and walked out. Little sister, let's go too. Upon seeing this, Tang Hao quickly took Tang Yuehua with him. Okay. Seeing this, Tang Yuehua could only leave with his eldest and second brothers. At the same time, he did not forget to look at Ziyi and said, classmate Ziyi, let's see you later. Then several people left together. Why does it feel like something is wrong? Ziyi frowned slightly as he watched Tang Xiao and the others leaving. Tang Xiao and Tang Hao's attitudes towards him were obviously very different, but Ziyi didn't think much about it, and Tang Yuehua didn't show anything strange. He just wanted to wait for Tang Yuehua and the others to come back. After attaching the soul ring, Tang Xiao and the others probably won't wait until the end of this semester before going back, so I'm almost there too. Hautian sect, I don't know what Hautian sect is like now. Ziyi became somewhat curious. The current Hautian sect is still the most famous sect in the world. It has 4 major single attribute families attached to it and is very powerful. Ziyi was just a little curious and quickly focused on the box in his hand, soul bones. He didn't expect that he would come into contact with a soul bone so quickly. Although it is only a 2000-year quality soul bone, it is still a soul bone. It's impossible to absorb, just use it for research. Although his talent didn't seem to be very good, Ziyi had no intention of absorbing such a low-quality soul bone, because after the soul bone is absorbed, it is not that easy to remove it. Ziyi didn't want to occupy a soul bone position in his body because of a low-quality soul bone. As for using it for research, Ziyi has several ideas. The first is to try to see if one can directly use the soul skills on the soul bone without absorbing the soul bone. After all, in Ziyi's opinion, the soul bone is just a piece of equipment in the game. It's just that once you equip it on your body, you can't take it off. If you treat it as equipment, then the equipment does not have to be equipped on the body to be used. Some of them can be used just like holding them in the hand. There is also the use of soul bones to research and create soul skills. Eat through the soul skills and the soul bones and see if they can be reproduced, or directly absorb the soul skills and the soul bones into his martial spirit. If that doesn't work, then see if he can copy the soul skills from the soul bone onto the talisman he summoned. In addition to the pure heart talisman, Ziyi can also summon blank talismans as before. Before upgrading, these are what Ziyi is planning to study. When there were no soul bones before, Ziyi had thought about these studies on soul bones. Now that there are soul bones, Ziyi will naturally not let it go. If the soul bones were only used for research, then this 2000-year quality soul bone would be perfect for Ziyi. Sure enough, women will affect the speed of my cultivation, but rich women will not. As the eldest lady of the Hautian sect, Tang Yuehua is truly white and rich. That when Ziyi was excited that he had a soul bone, brothers Tang Xiao and Tang Hao took Tang Yuehua and Egret and started heading to the soul beast forest. Because you are only hunting for the first soul ring, you only need to find a suitable soul beast that lasts about 400 years. They did not go to the wild soul beast forest, but went to the soul beast forest captive in Wuhun Hall to hunt. It's safer after all. In the wild soul beast forest, even if Tang Xiao is a soul king and Tang Hao is already a soul sect, it is difficult to say that they can protect Tang Yuehua and Bai Lu well. There is no problem at all in the captive spirit beast forest. Brother, it was Gu Ziyi who helped me solve the problem of being unable to practice. Can I invite him to join our Haotian sect? On the way there, Tang Yuehua also found an opportunity to talk to Tang Xiao about inviting Gu Ziyi. Of course, we can wait until we help you absorb the soul ring before we discuss this matter. After Tang Xiao heard Tang Yuehua's words, he paused slightly and then responded with a smile. Before helping Tang Yuehua absorb the soul ring, he did not plan to have a showdown with his little sister for the time being, so as not to affect Tang Yuehua's absorption of the soul ring. Don't worry, little sister, even if you don't say it, we are still prepared to invite him to join our Haotian sect. This is another mission given to us by our father, Tang Hao also said with a smile when he heard this. It seems that my father is very discerning. His first soul skill is very special. It has similar effects to my talent field. Tang Yuehua smiled happily when he heard this, and then couldn't help but talk about Gu Ziyi's excellence again. Really? That's really special. Little did she know that her behavior confirmed Tang Yuehua's thoughts in Tang Xiao's eyes. Maybe the younger sister doesn't even know that she likes him, right? Anyway, no matter what, we can't take Gu Ziyi back. With the help of brothers Tang Xiao and Tang Hao, they were lucky enough to help Tang Yuehua find a suitable soul beast within a few hours after arriving in the soul beast forest, a wolverine that is about 400 years old. This is a metallic soul beast with both strength and defense, in their opinion. Since Tang Yuehua's martial spirit was a mutation of the clear sky hammer, it would be better to follow the absorption direction of the clear sky hammer. With the help of Tang Xiao and the others, Tang Yuehua quickly killed the wolverine with a last-ditch blow, then absorbed the soul rings under their protection. But when Tang Yuehua finished absorbing the soul ring and revealed the effect of his first soul skill, the two brothers were completely dumbfounded. What? Little sister, what is your number one soul skill? P.S. Why does the egret have the highest likes in the character card? Chapter 26 Firm Opposition. You are listening at NovelFull.audio. King Kong Circle. The group auxiliary soul skill puts a diamond ring on the target, which increases the power by 20%. The amplification effect will also increase along with my soul power level, increasing by 1% for each level. Tang Yuehua said again, and this time he also detailed the effects of his soul skills. Tang Yuehua himself did not expect that his soul skills were of the auxiliary type. Her previous thoughts were the same as those of Tang Xiao and the others. Since her martial spirit was mutated from the clear sky hammer, no matter what, it should still be an attack-type martial spirit. Who would have known that her martial spirit turned out to be an auxiliary martial spirit? However, Tang Yuehua was not disappointed. She was very happy to be able to practice and upgrade and obtain a soul ring, not to mention that her soul skills don't seem to be weak, and the auxiliary effect is exactly the same as the Qibao Glazed Pagoda, which has the strongest auxiliary martial soul in Douluo continent. Of course, only the first soul skill is exactly the same, the rest is not clear yet. Auxiliary martial spirit, little sister, your martial spirit is actually an auxiliary martial spirit. How could this happen? Your martial spirit is obviously a mutation of the clear sky hammer. After Tang Hao heard the effect of Tang Yuehua's soul skill again, he immediately shouted loudly, which was somewhat unacceptable. In his opinion, the clear sky hammer is the strongest offensive type martial spirit. Since his sister's martial spirit is a mutation of the clear sky hammer, it should be an aggressive type martial spirit, not a weak auxiliary type martial spirit. Yes, he just doesn't like the auxiliary system. Haozi, what do you know? Since the martial soul has mutated, anything is possible. And my little sister's martial soul is not weak, and the effect of her soul skills is even more amazing. It's good now. Now not only the Qibao Glazed sect has powerful auxiliary martial spirits, our Haotian sect also has one. And my little sister's martial spirit doesn't have the same flaws as the Seven Treasures Glazed Tile Pagoda. It won't be a problem to surpass the Seven Treasures Glazed Tile Pagoda in the future. Compared to Tang Hao, Tang Zhao's eyes lit up after hearing the effects of Tang Yuehua's martial arts. He knew very well how powerful Tang Yuehua's assistance was. It had the same auxiliary effect as the Seven Treasure Glazed Tile Pagoda. Most of the amplification-based auxiliary spirits in the Soul Master world, the amplification effect of the first soul skill is only 5% to 10%. In the future, our Haotian sect will not only have the best weapon spirit in the world, but also the strongest auxiliary spirit. It is God who is helping me, Haotian sect. Tang Xiao couldn't help laughing at the end. So is my little sister's martial spirit so powerful? After hearing this, Tang Hao realized how strong Tang Yuehua's martial spirit was and was immediately surprised. Of course, our Haotian sect does not lack an offensive martial spirit, but it very much lacks an auxiliary martial spirit like a little girl. Moreover, my little sister's innate soul power is still level 9, and she also has a talent field. She will definitely surpass the 7 Treasures Glazed Tile Pagoda of the 7 Treasures Glazed Tile sect in the future, Tang Xiao said with a smile. Little sister, you have given the sect another big surprise. We will go back to the sect now. I believe my father and others will be very surprised when they find out. Then Tang Xiao turned around and touched Tang Yuehua's head, smiling and praising him. Okay. Tang Yuehua smiled and nodded. She also knew that her martial spirit was actually very good, so she was not disappointed. Brother, let's go back to our college and call Ziyi first, and invite him to return to the sect with us. Tang Yuehua then reminded his eldest brother not to forget about inviting Ziyi, but after Tang Xiao listened to Tang Yuehua's words, his originally smiling face immediately turned serious. Little sister, don't talk about inviting your classmate anymore. His talent is not enough to join our Haotian sect, don't you think so? Tang Xiao looked directly at Tang Yuehua and said very seriously, he had no intention of inviting Ziyi before, and now that he knew that Tang Yuehua's martial spirit was such a powerful auxiliary martial spirit, he was even less likely to invite Ziyi, since their Haotian sect has such a strong auxiliary martial spirit, they must pass it on. If a powerful martial spirit wants to be passed down, the choice of partner is also a top priority. The stronger your partner's qualifications, the better, because the offspring of soul masters generally have the average qualifications of their parents. If the parents have innate soul powers of level 9 and 7, their offspring will generally have innate soul powers of level 8. The situation may not be accurate, but if a powerful soul master combines with a commoner, their offspring will generally not have more than level 5 innate soul power. Therefore, after knowing the importance of Tang Yuehua's martial spirit to Haotian sect, he would not allow Tang Yuehua and Ziyi to be together, not even if this is possible. But didn't eldest brother agree before? Tang Yuehua became anxious after hearing what Tang Xiao said. She didn't understand why her eldest brother suddenly changed his mind about something he had already promised. Moreover, Tang Xiao's serious eyes seemed to be able to see through her thoughts, which made her a little panicked, but no matter what, she still had to keep fighting. Yes, brother, didn't father tell us to take that kid back? Tang Hao looked at his elder brother in confusion and asked. Only Egret felt a thump in her heart at this moment. Looking at Tang Xiao's eyes, she felt uneasy. Could it be that her cousin had discovered something? That's because we didn't know his talent before. Now that we know his talent, our Haotian sect has no need to invite him. Giving him the soul bone is enough to repay the favor that little sister owes him. Our sect doesn't need to give him more. You think so, little sister? Tang Xiao first answered Tang Hao, then touched Tang Yuehua's head and continued. When he said that there was no need to give Ziyi a few more words, he paused deliberately. He believed that his little sister could understand. The soul bone can be given to Ziyi, but not his sister. If Tang Yuehua still doesn't understand, then he has no choice but to say it bluntly. When Tang Yuehua heard Tang Xiao's words, she understood them clearly and was immediately speechless. Tang Yuehua was confused for a moment. She didn't expect that her eldest brother would actually see it. Brother, is it really not possible? Then Tang Yuehua looked at Tang Xiao with pleading eyes and asked with a glimmer of hope. No, Tang Xiao refused cleanly and cruelly. Although he also wanted to indulge his little sister and prevent her from being sad, this was definitely not possible. Brother, can I beg you? I have already invited him, and he has already agreed. I can't break my promise. Tang Yuehua's face paled slightly when she heard this, and then she stepped forward, grabbed Tang Xiao's arm with both hands, and begged again. That's right, brother, you are also true. We can't let my little sister break her promise, right? Tang Hao couldn't help but scold Tang Xiao. If I agree, my little sister will be kidnapped. Tang Xiao glared at Tang Hao angrily when he heard this, and simply said it bluntly. Chapter 27 Ignored. You are listening at NovelFull.audio. Brother, what did you say? Tang Hao was stunned when he heard this, but when he looked at Tang Yuehua, he understood immediately, because at this time, Tang Yuehua, whose thoughts were directly pointed out by Tang Xiao, became increasingly pale. It's over, big brother really knows. My eldest cousin actually saw it, that the egret on the other side was also extremely surprised, but at this time, she couldn't help Tang Yuehua, so she could only do nothing. My little sister likes that boy. If I take him back, my little sister will be kidnapped. Tang Xiao looked at Tang Hao and said again. Does that kid deserve it? After finally understanding it, Tang Hao suddenly looked sarcastic. Later, Tang Hao also objected very firmly. No, I firmly disagree with this kind of thing. Eldest brother, second brother. Tang Yuehua was so disheartened that she could only look at her two brothers with a pale face and a pleading look on her face. Little sister. Don't forget your identity. You are the eldest lady of our Haotian sect. How can that boy be worthy of you? I'm going to settle the score with that kid right now. How dare you take advantage of my sister? That when Tang Hao saw his little sister's pleading expression, he didn't feel any soft-hearted, but became even more angry. After saying that, Tang Hao was ready to go back and teach Ziyi a lesson. He didn't care if Tang Yuehua fell in love with Ziyi first. Anyway, it was Ziyi's fault. Howzy? Tang Hao just turned around and was held down by Tang Xiao. Anyway, he also helped my little sister solve the problem of being unable to practice. He is a favor to our Haotian sect. After giving him a piece of soul bone, we are settled, and there is no need to look for him again. Tang Xiao first held down Tang Hao, then turned to face Tang Yuehua and continued to say, your second brother is right, with his talent and identity, even if you still can't practice, he is not worthy of you. Besides, now that you can practice, he will be even less worthy of you. You are the eldest lady of our Haotian sect. No matter what kind of person you like, you must first match his identity and talent with yours. Otherwise, you will be embarrassing the Haotian sect. Tang Xiao also ignored Tang Yuehua's pale face and continued to speak cruelly to Tang Yuehua. He just wanted to break his sister's fantasy directly. That's right, little sister, you are the eldest lady of our Haotian sect. You must not embarrass our Haotian sect. If you really get together with that kid, will our Haotian sect still need the face? That when Tang Hao heard his elder brother's words, his expression suddenly became serious. The sect is very important in his heart, and he will not allow anything that insults the sect. When Tang Yuehua heard this, his expression also changed slightly. Little sister, you don't want your father to know about this, right? If my father knew. Seeing the change in Tang Yuehua's expression, Tang Xiao immediately became more angry. Although he didn't finish the words, he believed that his little sister would definitely understand. If their father found out, Ziyi's situation would be in danger. In order to completely make the younger sister give up, of course, he would definitely not tell their father unless absolutely necessary, and he did not recommend doing so. It wasn't because it would be a disgrace to the sect's reputation, but he didn't want his sister to be too sad. And if this kind of thing makes the younger sister feel resentful towards the sect, that's not a good thing either. The best way is to let Tang Yuehua go back with them willingly and completely cut off contact with Ziyi. No, brother, I'll go back with you. Sure enough, after hearing Tang Xiao's words, Tang Yuehua immediately stopped resisting. That's right. Little sister, I know you may not understand it now and you are very sad, but you will definitely understand what brother is doing in the future. That when Tang Xiao heard Tang Yuehua's words, he immediately slowed down his tone and comforted Tang Yuehua softly. After that, Tang Xiao took Tang Yuehua and Bailu directly back to the sect. As for Tianbao Academy, in his opinion, there was no need to go back. There is no need to say anything more to Ziyi, and there is no need to warn the other party not to continue to have any inappropriate thoughts about Tang Yuehua. Not required at all, no need. With Ziyi's talent, he would never have the chance to stand in front of the Haotian sect in the future. forgive the other party for not daring. Ziyi, who was at Tianbao Academy, had no idea that Tang Hao and the others returned directly to Haotian's sect after helping Tang Yuehua attach the soul ring. After waiting for several days before Tang Yuehua and the others came back, Ziyi thought it was because they were unlucky and failed to find a suitable soul beast, but after waiting for a week and still not waiting for them to come back, Ziyi realized something was wrong. With Tang Xiao and the others' abilities, it's just a 100-year-old soul beast suitable for Tang Yuehua. It can't possibly take that long. Ziyi then thought of Tang Xiao's attitude towards him. Slowly, Ziyi's face turned ugly. Has it been discovered? Ziyi could only think this way. Only when the situation between him and Tang Yuehua was discovered, Tang Xiao and the others would leave without saying goodbye and take Tang Yuehua away directly. In fact, Ziyi can understand Tang Xiao, because if it were him, he wouldn't want his sister to be with a boy with low talent. Just understanding is understanding. When this kind of thing happens to you, it is a very unpleasant thing. Maybe I just haven't found the right soul beast yet. Ziyi comforted herself that this situation was still possible. In order to find a suitable soul beast, some soul masters may not be able to find the target for several months. But the first soul ring shouldn't be. Ziyi clenched his fists, but in the end he still couldn't convince himself. However, he could only passively accept this kind of thing and was completely unable to resist. However, Ziyi still had a trace of luck in his heart. Just 10 days later, when the semester was completely over and Tang Yuehua and Egret came back, Ziyi knew that there was no surprise. Tang Yuehua and Egret had been brought back to Haotian's sect by Tang Xiao and Tang Hao. You didn't even say hello. You are completely ignoring me. That the more Ziyi thought about it, the more aggrieved he became. It would be easier for him if Tang Xiao stood up and warned him not to continue approaching Tang Yuehua, but no, nothing, he was simply ignored. Boom! Ziyi punched the tree in front of him hard to vent his unhappiness. Suddenly, a gust of wind blew over Ziyi's head, then a letter slowly fell from above Ziyi. Ziyi's expression changed slightly, and then he reached out to take it. Chapter 28 Egret's Letter. You are listening at NovelFold.audio. Ziyi, that I believe that with your intelligence, you should have guessed that my cousin and I have returned to Haotian's sect. The reason is probably not difficult for you to guess. My eldest cousin discovered the affair between you and your cousin. After we helped my cousin add a soul ring that day, my cousin said that she wanted to go back and invite you to join the Haotian sect. Unfortunately, her eldest cousin refused, saying that you don't have enough qualifications. Naturally, the cousin refused to agree, and after repeated persuasion, the eldest cousin finally exposed the matter between her and you. Although I don't know how my cousin found out, it is no longer important. Now that your matter has been discovered, the result is obvious. The eldest cousin refused, and neither did the second cousin. After the second cousin found out, he wanted to go back and teach you a lesson, but fortunately, the eldest cousin held him down. Later, the eldest cousin and the second cousin persuaded the cousin together, saying that you are completely unworthy of your cousin. If your cousin really gets together with you, it will embarrass the entire Haotian sect. In the end, the eldest cousin threatened that if his uncle knew about the matter, uncle is the leader of the Haotian sect, the eldest cousin hinted to the cousin that if he knew about your affairs, you would be in danger. Although my cousin was very sad, for your sake, my cousin finally compromised. After returning to the sect, I also asked my cousin if she wanted to write you a letter to say my final farewell, but my cousin refused. She was afraid that continuing to have contact with you would hurt you, but in the end, I thought about it and still want to tell you. After all, we are also friends, right? In any case, you were the one who solved the problem of your cousin being unable to practice. If you really like your cousin and want to be with her, then go for it. Find a way to become stronger. If you are strong enough that Haotian sect is willing to accept you, you can still be with your cousin. Anyway, you are still young now and there is plenty of time in the future, so, young man, work hard to become stronger. Looking at the letter in his hand, Ziyi was surprised. He didn't expect that the letter was actually written to him by Egret. Looking at the letter in his hand, Ziyi was silent for a long time. Everything is as I guessed, as expected. Tang Xiao discovered it. Ziyi, who had expected this, was not too angry when he saw this, but what happened this time made him realize that soft rice is actually not that delicious. If you have no value, or if you don't show enough value, You won't even be able to afford a soft meal, especially in Douluo continent, a world where strength is respected. The reason why he was able to fall in love with Tang Yuehua before was because Tang Yuehua was relatively young and had been unable to practice. Gu Ziyi helped her solve the problem of being unable to practice, which had a great impact on her, so Gu Ziyi was given the opportunity to take, in the original work, the reason why Bibi Dong and Lu Erlong fall in love with Yu Xiaojiang is not only the wisdom displayed by Yu Xiaojiang in their love brains, but also the fact that Yu Xiaojiang is the son of the leader of the Blue Electric Tyrannosaurus Rex sect. Identity, now, he had won Tang Yuehua's love, but there was nothing he could do if the Haotian sect refused. Tang Yuehua's worries were actually justified. If he came to harass her, it would be the same as seeking death. Tang Yuehua might be worried about this, so he didn't give him any hope. Gu Ziyi knew that Tang Yuehua still liked him at this time, but it's useless unless, like Egret said, he becomes stronger. Gu Ziyi also believes that he will become stronger in the future, but after what happened this time, let yourself become stronger and chase after Tang Yuehua from the Haotian sect. Gu Ziyi was unwilling. He was not in a hurry. Are you just embarrassing the Haotian sect by being with me? After taking a closer look at the descriptions of brothers Tang Xiao and Tang Hao, Gu Ziyi laughed angrily. If we say that we are embarrassing the Haotian sect, you two brothers will really embarrass the Haotian sect in the future. They all fall in love with a soul beast. Especially Tang Hao, even after knowing that Ayin was a soul beast, he didn't give up, regardless of the fact that such behavior would embarrass the sect. The Haotian sect is the #1 sect in the world, and it also takes protecting the Douluo continent as its own responsibility. Now you have abandoned them all. You are said to be a slave of the sect, but you can abandon the sect for the sake of your wife. Now I actually have the nerve to talk about my sister, Gu Ziyi complained in his heart while tearing the letter in his hand into pieces. Anyway, I didn't lose anything this time. At least I gained a soul bone. The advanced meditation technique was developed in a relatively short period of time because of Tang Yuehua's help. I just lost a Bai Fume. After destroying the letter and removing all traces of it, Gu Ziyi quickly calmed down. For Tang Yuehua, he always thought that if he could get it, it wouldn't matter, so if Tang Yuehua left him, he wouldn't be sad at all. I can no longer study at Tianbao Academy. Since Tang Xiao can say something about using me to threaten Tang Yuehua, he may not have any intention of directly erasing me in his heart. I can't put my hope in the possibility that the other person will never change his mind. We must leave immediately, leave today. After calming down, Gu Ziyi also realized that his situation was not absolutely safe. Especially since he still has a soul bone in his body. Even if the Haotian sect didn't get rid of their thoughts, as long as they told them about giving him a soul bone, they would be in danger. Even the Haotian sect was able to speak out about this matter openly, saying that someone helped Tang Yuehua solve the problem of her inability to practice. Out of gratitude, the Haotian sect sent a soul bone as a thank you gift. In this way, it can also promote the Haotian sect's repayment of kindness and show the grandeur of the #1 sect in the world, so he had to leave as soon as possible. The semester happened to be over, so Gu Ziyi's departure was not unexpected. Gu Ziyi returned to the dormitory, packed up her belongings, and left that day. Gu Ziyi, who left Tianbao Academy, was a little aimless for a while, not knowing where to go. Are you looking for another intermediate Soul Master Academy to join? With his current soul power level, it would be much easier to find an intermediate Soul Master Academy than before, but can you avoid the Haotian sect by enrolling in another intermediate Soul Master Academy? Gu Ziyi found it difficult. If you want to go, just go to a place where Haotian sect can't afford to offend you. After thinking about it like this, Gu Ziyi quickly made a decision and his eyes became determined. Martial Soul Hall. That's right, Gu Ziyi is preparing to go to Wuhun Hall. With his unique auxiliary spirit, it is not difficult to join the Spirit Hall. Chapter 29 Entering the Spirit Hall. You are listening at NovelFull.audio. Joining Wuhun Palace was Gu Ziyi's decision after careful consideration. It's still early before Tang Sen travels through time and before Tang Sen destroys the Spirit Hall. Therefore, Gu Ziyi is not afraid of facing off against Tang Sen's protagonists. Besides, because of his intrusion, it was hard to say whether Tang Sen and his group of protagonists would appear. Maybe the future Dai Mubai, Ning Rongrong and others will have a different gender when they are born. The future is too far away, Ziyi just needs to take care of the present. Half a month later, Ziyi came to a branch of the Spirit Hall in the Tiando imperial capital. Looking at the angel god statue on the branch hall building, Ziyi took a closer look. This angel god statue was not made in the shape of the angel god. He had seen what the angel god looked like in the anime, but Ziyi didn't care, and then walked inside. "Hello, what do you need to do?" Soon a staff member from the branch hall came up and asked Ziyi the purpose of coming here. However, in his opinion, Ziyi was either here to receive the new Soul Master subsidy or to undergo Soul Master certification. "Hello, I want to join Wuhun Hall and become a officially registered Soul Master in Wuhun Hall." Ziyi looked at the other person and directly stated his purpose. "Are you going to join our Spirit Hall?" "Of course, please come with me." The Wuhun Hall staff member suddenly became much kinder when he heard that Ziyi had come to join the Wuhun Hall. Then the other party led the way and led Ziyi inside. "Senior Deacon Ayres, he is here to apply to join our Spirit Hall." After entering, Ziyi followed him and soon came to a white-haired old man. Judging from the other party's clothes, he was a senior deacon and should be the person in charge of this branch temple. Application to join Wuhun Hall. Ayres, the head of the branch hall, also had a kind smile on his face when he saw his subordinate Ziyi coming in. "I'm glad that you recognize our Wuhun Palace. I am the person in charge here, Ayres." "Hello, can I be identified now?" Ziyi said hello politely, and then asked directly, "Except for those invited by Wuhun Palace to join Wuhun Palace, other people who apply to join Wuhun Palace need to be appraised, determine whether you are qualified to join Wuhun Palace. Wuhun Palace does not accept everyone." "Of course. Have you registered at Wuhun Hall before?" Ale stroked his beard and smiled when he heard this. "The reason why I ask this is because many Soul Masters have not registered in Wuhun Hall. Those who are unwilling to register in Wuhun Hall are basically Soul Masters trained by sect forces or empires." "Yes, this is my badge." Ziyi took out his badge directly. Ayres took Ziyi's badge and then checked it. Although it is just a badge, it contains all of Ziyi's information, including whether Ziyi has received a subsidy this month. Wuhun Palace can read the above information and update it through special means. Innate Soul Power Level 1. The Auxiliary Martial Soul Talisman is mutated from the Paper Martial Soul. I will be 13 years old in 2 months, my soul power level is 14, my first soul ring is a white soul ring, my soul skill is the Purifying Heart Curse Talisman. Through the information on the badge, Ayres quickly learned about Ziyi's information. At first, he was very disappointed with Ziyi's qualifications. After all, he only had level 1 innate soul power, and it was hard to say whether he could become a soul master in the future. Innate soul power is level 1, and you are not yet 13 years old, but you have already been promoted to level 14. And your martial spirit is still an auxiliary martial spirit, which is amazing. Your first soul skill is also quite special. Congratulations, Ziyi, based on your situation, you can officially register as a soul master in our Wuhun Hall. But after learning all the information about Ziyi, he changed his view. Just relying on Ziyi's training speed, as well as his unique martial arts and soul skills, is enough for Ziyi to join the Spirit Hall. Lord Ayres, in addition to the information recorded above, my first soul skill has other effects. Ziyi was not surprised when he heard what Ayres said. It's just that he doesn't want to be regarded as an ordinary talent entering the Wuhun Palace, so Ziyi is ready to reveal the special nature of his first soul skill. If you want to be cultivated by Wuhun Palace, you must let the other party see your value. And Ziyi felt that if the hidden effect of accelerating the cultivation of his first soul skill was known to Wuhun Palace, then Wuhun Palace would maximize the value of his soul skill. How to maximize? Naturally, it is given to those who need it most. With Ziyi's current soul power level, the Summoned Heart Purifying Curse Talisman has no effect on high-level soul masters, and has the best effect on low-level soul masters. At this time, in Wuhun Hall, there happened to be a person whose soul power level was similar to that of Ziyi, but he was the person that Wuhun Hall was trying its best to cultivate. Bibi Dong, that's right, it's Bibi Dong. It is certain that Pope Qian Xuanji is trying his best to cultivate Bibi Dong. then as long as he has the help of his soul skills, Bibi Dong's cultivation speed will become faster. This time, Ziyi planned to catch up with Bibi Dong and let himself benefit together. Even for Bibi Dong, the spirit hall would not mind training him. The stronger he is, the more effective he can be in assisting Bibi Dong. Of course, this time Ziyi was just planning to hook up with Bibi Dong, not to flirt with her. Not to mention that Bibi Dong is still too young. Even if she is of the right age, Ziyi would not dare to act rashly. After what happened with Tang Yuehua, Ziyi has learned a lesson and knows that some gigolos are not so easy to eat. Originally, Ziyi was going to go directly to the spirit city to join. It's just that it's far away, and the road from Tiando imperial capital to the spirit city is not very safe. So Ziyi chose to register here first, and this branch of the spirit hall was also carefully selected by Ziyi, and the person in charge, Ayres, has always had a good reputation here. Oh. Does your first soul skill have any other special effects? Ayres asked curiously when he heard Ziyi's words. Yes, in addition to the effects registered above, my first soul skill can also help Soul Master's practice and increase the speed of Soul Master's practice. Ziyi nodded, and then directly said the hidden effect of his first soul skill. What? Your soul skill can also help Soul Master's practice. Increase the speed of Soul Master's practice. After hearing what Ziyi said, Els exclaimed. He was really shocked. Such a soul skill effect has never been recorded in the records of the Spirit Hall. P.S. Please vote for the monthly ticket and read it again. Chapter 30 Spirit Kite Douluo. You are listening at NovelsDouluo. That's right. Whether it is true or not, Lord Ayres, you just need to test it and you will know. But Mr. Ayres, your soul power level is relatively high. My first soul skill may not have much effect on you. It is best to find a soul master or a great soul master to test it. Ziyi nodded affirmatively, as if true gold is not afraid of fire. Okay, I will make arrangements now. After hearing Ziyi's words, Ayres immediately replied. Ayres quickly found a suitable soul master and verified Ziyi's first soul skill on the spot. In addition to that soul master, he also asked Ziyi to use his first soul skill on him. Even if the effect may not be very good, he still wants to experience it for himself. The result is of course no surprise. Ziyi's first soul skill does have the effect of increasing the speed of cultivation. Okay. Ziyi, your abilities are very good. I have decided to report your situation to Wuhun City and let the higher-ups decide on your arrangements, Ayres said excitedly to Ziyi. Okay. Ziyi naturally had no problem, so Ziyi temporarily stayed in the branch of Wuhun Palace, waiting for the final result. It's hard to say whether Ziyi can be favored by Pope Qian Xuanji, even though he has a lot of confidence. Wuhun City, Pope's Palace. A blond man full of majesty sat on the papal throne, holding in his hand a report from the branch temple in the Tiando Empire. Can it actually increase the speed of cultivation? Interesting. It is indeed an ability worth cultivating, but the innate soul power is only level 1, which is a pity. I don't know if I can break through to Soul Master in the future. That what Qian Xuanji saw was naturally Ayres' report. Ziyi's unique soul skill effect really made his eyes shine. It's just that Ziyi's level 1 innate soul power qualification also made him a little disappointed. But his ability is really helpful to DongI'm. Now is the golden stage of DongI'm's growth, so it would be better to speed up. Just as Ziyi predicted, after Qian Xuanji learned about Ziyi's ability, regardless of whether he was interested in Ziyi's level 1 innate soul power qualification, first of all, his ability immediately made him think he killed his disciple Bibi Dong. Instruct Bishop Baijin of the Tiando Temple to go to the branch temple and bring back the man named Ziyi. Let's explore his past by the way. Qian Xuanji quickly made a decision. Ziyi waited in the branch hall for half a month, until a woman arrived, a woman wearing Platinum Bishop's clothing. Ziyi, come here quickly, this is Bishop Li Chanfei, the Platinum Bishop of our Tiando Temple. After Ayres brought Ziyi to see each other, he quickly introduced him to Ziyi. Hello, Bishop Li Chanfei. Ziyi looked at each other and saluted. This Platinum Bishop named Concubine Li Chan has short, sleek hair and a voluptuous figure. The Platinum Bishop's attire of Wuhun Palace was worn on the other party. In addition to the holiness brought by the attire, it also added a touch of charm. On the outside, he looks like he is in his 20s, but Ziyi knew that the other party was definitely not that young, and maybe she was already a woman over 50 years old. This is because the platinum bishops who sit in the temples of the two empires in the Wuhun palace are all strong men with contra cultivation, and they are all contras above level 80. At this level, the age is naturally not low. As for titled Douluo who are above level 90, they no longer need to manage the mundane chores in the spirit hall and can be directly promoted to the elders of the elder hall. Okay, I'll take him away. Concubine Li Chan nodded, and then said to heirs. Boy, come with me, I'm here to take you to Wuhun city. Concubine Li Chan then said to Ziyi, then turned and left. I don't know if the Pope took the wrong medicine, but he actually asked me, a platinum bishop, to escort a kid, that while walking out, he did not forget to complain to Pope Qiang Sunji. Ziyi, hurry up and follow Bishop Li Chanfei. That when heirs heard what the other party said, the corner of his mouth twitched slightly, pretending that he didn't hear it, and then quickly said to Ziyi. Yes, goodbye Grandpa heirs. Ziyi nodded, and after saying goodbye to heirs, he quickly caught up with concubine Li Chan. Let's go, we won't take the carriage, it's a waste of time. After arriving at the door, concubine Li Chan stretched out her hand for a moment, the soul ring on her body bloomed, and then a fiery kite completely condensed by flames appeared in front of the two of them. Then Ziyi felt his clothes tighten on his back, and he was lifted up by concubine Li Chan and jumped onto the back of the fiery kite. Thump. Before Ziyi could stand firm, the fiery Lingyuan under his feet flapped its wings. And then flew up with concubine Li Chan and Ziyi, flying quickly towards the outside of the city, the future spiritual Douluo. After Ziyi stabilized his body and stood up, looking at the fiery kite at his feet, Ziyi secretly guessed in his heart, there is a female titled Douluo among the elders of Wuhun Hall, and her Wuhun is fiery Lingyuan. Therefore, Ziyi suspected that the platinum bishop named concubine Li Chan was the future Lingyuan Douluo. Thinking back to the fact that the other party dared to complain about Qian Xuanji just now, it was probably because of his arrogance due to his good talent, but even if she becomes a titled Douluo, it will be something in the future. Now she is just a contra, standing on Liehua Lingyuan's back, looking at concubine Li Chan in front of her. She obviously didn't want to talk. She might not be interested in talking to such a weak soul master like him. Ziyi was also very calm and didn't say anything. He just stood on the back of Liehua Lingyuan, admiring the scenery in the sky. This experience of standing and flying in the air was Ziyi's first time to try it, and it felt really different. Looking down from the air, all kinds of scenery are exceptionally beautiful. Kid, when you were at Tianbao Academy, you seemed to have a very good relationship with two of the female classmates, right? Those two female classmates are named Tang Yuehua and Bailu. That while Ziyi was admiring the scenery, concubine Li Chan finally spoke, and the first time she opened her mouth was to ask about Ziyi's affairs at Tianbao College. Before coming to pick up Ziyi, she went to Tianbao Academy to learn about Ziyi's situation. As for Ziyi's previous situation at Lusha Academy in the Principality, she already knew about it. Ziyi, who was in Lusha College, had no problems at all. He had a clean background and was a commoner. What surprised her was that the two female classmates Ziyi met at Tianbao Academy were actually members of the Haotian sect. It was also when she was investigating Ziyi that she found out that two people from the Haotian sect came to the small Tianbao Academy. Yes, Bishop Li Chanfei. Ziyi's heart tightened slightly when he heard this, but he didn't expect that the other party would investigate him. But when I thought that I had not joined the Haotian sect, I relaxed. Then do you know their identities?